most important and yet least understood topic in real estate today, this week on The Brian Murray Show. Welcome to The Brian Murray Show, a real estate show, New Jersey style. Today's discussion point, the most important topic yet least understood topic in real estate today. And that's the extra money that a buyer needs to put down when an appraisal is short of the ask number or the bid number. So, a bank will only lend on 80% of the appraised number. Assuming you're putting a 20% mortgage down, that's why everybody says 20%, because the bank lends on 80% of their appraisal number. Now let's say you bid $1 million for the home, and the bank says, well, all of our comps, because we're using comps from 60 days ago, they really show that the home is worth $950,000. So there's a $50,000 gap there. Now what the bank is going to say to you is, well, you make up that gap, because we're only going to give you 80% of the $950,000. You have to make up the difference. Terrific. Now, when you're putting your offer in as a buyer, you should be including, what is that floor? What is that appraisal floor that I'm willing to, as long as it comes in at that appraised number, I have cash and I'm going to show cash to say, I'll still purchase the home. Because a typical contract says, well, if it doesn't appraise, then you can renegotiate or walk away, or basically the same thing. However, if you say, hey, that $1 million bid, as long as the appraises for $925,000 or more, I'm going to show you that I have another $75,000 in cash that I'll put up for that. So when the appraisal comes in at $950,000, you've already said, I'm okay with that. Here's the extra $50,000. It's very, very important to define what your floor is as a buyer, because a seller wants certainty. They don't want to worry about an appraisal contingency. They have multiple bids that they're looking at. They want to be done with it. They're not going to renegotiate. They want to start the process over again. They want to understand up front, if it comes in short, what are you willing to live with? What are you not willing to live with? So all of my buyers offer include that floor. Because, hey, if there is zero floor, that's just what it is. If it's all your cash, it's all your cash. If you have another $100,000, it doesn't mean you're committed to it, unless the appraisal shortfalls for the $100,000. Very important for a buyer to get the home, and very important for a seller to ask up front, because the seller does not want to have to find this out later on. If you're a seller and you're thinking about it, and you're an agent and you're interviewing agents and they're not talking about it, well, then you keep interviewing. And if you're a buyer and your agent isn't requiring that information, then you're going to lose out on some deals, and you're going to ask yourself, why am I using this agent? That's just the facts of the matter today. So it's the least talked, it's the least understood, yet the most important piece of your offer, period. This is today's discussion point. If you have any questions about this in greater detail, feel free to reach out to me, and I will go through it, and I also bring in a mortgage professional that will kind of dig deeper into the weeds. Hoboken and Jersey City weekly market numbers, March 28th, 2022. This is Brian Murray, and here are the numbers. As you can see, available listings still in the low 100s, Hoboken and Jersey City. Under contracts last 30 days, Hoboken 107 contracts in the last 30 days. Again, these are June, July type numbers. So the volume is still there, the inventory is not. Hoboken, Jersey City getting very much squeezed on inventory right now. And what's that causing? Prices to rise. You're seeing multiple bids on nearly every property. You're seeing homes not last on the market, sometimes a weekend. If you look at the average sale price to ask price, like I predicted, it's going to push over 100%. Now grown over into the 99s, it will be over 100% in the next 60 days when those sales start coming and trickling in. That is the lagging indicator. The leading indicator is the under contracts. Just look at them. There's massive amounts of contracts for this time of the year. My quarterly report, which will be out at the end of this week, where you can get at themurraypropertygroup.com under the blog section, it's going to show the volume compared to last year, compared to year over year. And you're seeing this massive growth in volume and in price. I don't see increased interest rates slowing this down. I think that you're going to see, even when some more inventory does come on the market, that it's going to go very quickly, especially for the next 3 to 6 months. So if you're a buyer, know what you're in for. If you're a seller, reach out to me and I'll show you how to maximize the value of your home. It's Brian Murray for Hoboken and Jersey City weekly market reports. The good, the bad, the ugly. Las Vegas edition. So this past week I had a chance to go on vacation and do a vow renewal in Las Vegas. Remarried by Elvis, because why wouldn't you be? So it got me reflecting on some good, bad, and ugly. And really, the good is that, as far as Vegas is concerned, the economy is coming back, and that there seem to be a lot of people still on vacation and that haven't spent all their money on it, get all their money eaten away by inflation. So there's plenty of money to gamble and to eat and drink and go to shows and all that kind of thing. So super good to see that, that there was, outside of maybe the bubble that we have here in Jersey and Hoboken in New York, where it's still kind of wintry, that that things are picking up. And I got a chance to talk to a lot of people from all over the country who were experiencing really housing growth in a way that they had a lot of extra money if they owned a home. And so that's the really good part of it. The bad part is that if you don't own a home right now, inflation is going to get you. And the other bad part is if you're delaying, you can see the interest rates keep going up and up and up, and it's going to cost you more money in the long run to own a home. So if you wait, that's the cost of waiting, and I wish I could help you other than say don't wait. And then the ugly. And the ugly comes from a movie, Ocean's 12, which was filmed in Las Vegas. And it was a part of the movie where the casino opened and it was kind of rigged so everybody would be winning, and then they had like a fake earthquake to try to chase people out of the casino, and so the whole building shook, but everybody was winning, so nobody left. And then they shook it again and everybody was winning and nobody left, and then they shook it a third time really hard and like the chandelier fell, and then everybody panicked and ran. If you think about it, that's what interest rates are. If interest rates go up, it shakes a little, nobody leaves. Interest rates go up a little more, shakes a little, nobody leaves, because everybody's winning. Housing is still tight, prices are still rising, you got to get in. And you got to get out before the chandelier falls. Now we're nowhere near that price. I've been in this business long enough to see interest rates in the sixes. So, and lots of homes get sold in the sixes. So it's not the end of the world. We're in the fours, maybe we go in the fives. I don't know if we're going to get to sixes, but the chandelier is not going to fall. But the good, the bad, and the ugly part is that, at some point, you got to kind of look around and say, if I don't do it now, when am I going to do it? Hopefully that's some advice for you. I'm going to leave you some with Napoleon Hill in his book, and this is William James' Reflection. To improve the golden moment of opportunity and catch the good that is within our reach is the great art of life. Wow, did I mess that up? Let me read it again. To improve the golden moment of opportunity and to catch the good that is within our reach is the great art of life. Golden moment of opportunity. It's now and not when the chandelier falls. Hope you enjoyed the Brian Murray Show, and as always, all episodes of the Brian Murray Show can be found on the website at themurraypropertygroup.com under the blog section. Please comment, like, share. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok. I do a daily realtor tip on TikTok. Definitely check that out. It's the Murray Property Group on TikTok. And, if you would leave me a Google business review, you can see the show there as well. Check out all the pictures from locally around town. Would really appreciate any reviews that you could give me if you like the show, you like the market stats. The quarterly report's going to be out next week. And so that's all the places you can like and share me. And again, if there's anything that you disagree with, reach out to me directly and I'll show you why you're wrong. Thanks for watching.